Hmm. Do 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 do. Boop, 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 doo, doo. It says I'm still offline. Why is it telling me I'm offline? It says I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. There's my upgrade post. There it is. Just checking on ad placement. Seems like ads has rarely been tackled, so I think we're all good to go here. All right, let's go to the stream mode. Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? Alexman here, and welcome back to the original Cities Skylines here in Suncrest Bay. Last time, we made this new district here, solely named Holy Park, could be named differently, as well as our new little abandoned mines that we made into a natural walk-around park. It's up to level 2. As you may see from the title there, that we're needing some air support. Because I was seeing right now, a little while back, I was checking the map for a few things, and I realized there was a traffic jam of trains. And that could be the reason why we're having probably a lot more problems with. But there are not enough customers here, because people are just not blatantly want to come over here. Anyway. Well, we had a backup of trains, and I can imagine that our train tracks is probably a bit bugged, or a bit too much of the bloated, as so to speak, because, you know, this is a little awkward, and got this crossover here. You could easily try to simplify this with a simple change over here, or something like that. But I think on the contrary, the one thing we do not have, and that is, well, we don't have air travel, or basically air cargo for that matter, first and foremost. So I want to fix on that, but at the same time, I want to continue on with our mines here as well. So, and if you guys want to change like a road or something here, for those on Twitch, for watching on both sides, we do have ways to influence the town in some fashion. You can name a road, a building, a route, as well, with the rewards down below. So that being said, I'm looking at this space right here. I mean, we're getting a lot of traffic from passengers, as well as freight traffic from here. So I'm thinking that we should offshoot, kind of like a cargo helmet out here. Okay, cargo airport. Bleh. Here is some fashion. But also at the same time, I think our only cargo port is... We don't have a cargo port. We can make it all in one go, apparently. We could take... we can make a cargo port here, we can make the airport here for cargo. If for passengers, I want to have it somewhere else. So, that being said, let's see what we can do about it. Now, airports are a bit different. There are two different types, a custom one, and then we have the standardized ones. These ones are just basically the basics of needing. I'm thinking for our purposes, I probably want to have just a hub, cargo airport hub for cargo stuff, because that way the trains can come in, they can grab their stuff, and they can just go along with their day. And we can set it up right alongside our current railway line here and not be too much of a distance. We do have a road here that was going to connect up to this road right here. I figure as much. But we can tell they have a railway track here. It's a bit of a problem, so... I'm thinking we might just lower the track down and let the road go across it. And then we'll have our airport come across here. It's a little bit like an offshoot place and put it right here. Because airports are going to be requiring flat ground, as you can see that by that motion there. So we might have to flatten some ground. Let's see. This is perfect. It's almost perfect here. Let's see what we can do about the ground, and we can see about... We do have some... we have a valley right here. We have this kind of flattened out right here to a certain point. Basic question, how we're going to get this through. So the one thing for certain, I'm going to probably at one point, I am probably going to discontinue this. This cargo hub of some kind in favor of a brand new one. Right next to the airport or something like that. So we have both, you know, multiple trains coming at once and also have the cargo hub in general. And while this is nice and everything else here, I kind of feel this area has become less of an industrial zone, but more of a place to evolve and such and become more beautiful. And if we get rid of the tracks, we can then get to the coastline here as well. So, that being said, let's test a road layout and what we can do with this. So we'll get our testing roads apparent. Make sure we're on ground so we don't actually go into ground for any reason. Let's see. What I want to do is we can do create connections. One from here to here. And we'll flip this around like so. And see what we can do about kind of like making a decent road of sorts coming out this way. We could come up. Let's see, that's a bit of a hill right there. Can't go up that high. And our school is doing good. It's still claimed, but you know, I digress. We can go right here. It doesn't look too harsh there. But then there's this huge valley that we would have to make a bridge for. We would have to smooth things out a bit. But that doesn't seem like a bad thought. I mean, it's perfectly flat over here. We could just move all the stuff over here. But we just need to start a road to get across, so... I mean, that's... Ooh, there's that packaging. It's going to package a bit. The game likes doing this, folks. I'll have to replace the railway lines, but that's fine. But this is a testing road, so I think this is perfect because of one, it gets back here for anyone that's coming off this exit here. Because again, this is going to be more hit with more tourism, I think. I honestly probably want to try to move. I don't want to move homes here though. Like I said, we have our boats, which apparently have stopped coming. Does that mean if our things are... Oh, we'll figure this out. We'll hit this right here. And that's our starting road. It has no connections whatsoever. Even though our railway track is in low with it. But that's being said, we're going to upgrade this road piece right here to a bridge. So we're going to just elevate this. Oop, I said not just pathfinding. What do you think I was trying to do, game? I was trying to upgrade a road here. Be a bridge. It's so that once we upgrade to a bridge, we can now lower this ground. Lower this down just a bit right here. It'll be a dip for the railway lines, but since traffic, road traffic is going to be immensely a lot, I figured we could just go with a little bit of this and just keep it sort of like that. The trains can still get on through and without any hindrance bum the roads. Now the fun part begins. We have to make this smooth. I want this airport, at least the cargo airport for now, at least, because, again, I want to try to move this and this convoluted railway of stuff to a better location, so it doesn't look like it's too jumbled. And I would like to, and also the fact that by simplifying this, can easily make, you know, these railway tracks a little bit more straight on, if you catch my drift, you know. Make it a little bit better, not have it so close to the roadways and such. Alright, we got that leveled out as we can. We'll go to this one. And we'll come down. It's going to have to go down the hill. Like a bit here, because it has to. Again, I could make a bridge, but at the same time is, well, we're going to try to respect the ground. We don't want to make it flat too much. That's what I do. I say that I'm doing this, and like, hey, we don't want to flatten it too much, and I go and destroy half the land. We go like that right there. So it still technically goes downhill a bit, but it also still comes out on top. Come right there, like there. Again, this is a testing road. Nothing is going to... Some people can drive on it, but it's not considered an active road by the game, so... So this is going to be quite the difficult. I mean, over here it could be... Oh, yeah, you know what? This is more... Let's see, where's the gradient on this? It's more flat over here. Put it flat over here, but also think that this is perfect for a airport. I mean, cargo. I mean, cargo doesn't have to take too much space. That's a thing. I come up here, but if I'm going to make like the international airport, I'm going to have to build it somewhere that could be a more direct, closer to the city. Probably again, right here, probably be the custom airport, or cargo one will be over here. I don't want to use the custom carport or the custom airport just yet. So that being said, let's see. I think we can do a bit of... Let's see, I can pull it off here. If I can pull down, if I can place down the airport, the cargo hub here. See, it needs to be placed on a roadside for it to function. So it's like... Yeah, the cargo hub would be over here, and then it would just follow the cargo hub, so it should come down here, come down to the highway, and go into town wherever it needs to. If I put it too close to like roads or something like that, like this right here would be... I mean, this would be okay. Actually, no, wait a minute. Actually, no, it's not. It's gonna... See how the road bends? We don't want that. We don't want that too much. So, maybe... if we just... Is that gonna make it flat? It basically makes it flat. And then we can build this out. The airport, cargo hub. Oh, I'm still in the mod. I could just flatten that. Yeah. So we'll take a little bit of this. We'll flatten this out a bit. We got a little small brush size here. And we'll come around right here. Let's see. Just flatten this out just enough. Then the airport will have no problem. Also, the railway line is going to be built on the exact same side as the hub, so that would be even better. This is also coming from the fact that I'm going to make this a bigger highway road, technically speaking too, so... Let's see. Yeah, I have to build a little bit further. Look at that. I have to build like almost out to... all the way out there. Okay, we'll make the brush size just a little bit bigger. And we'll come out this far. I know it feels kind of weird that the city wants to do this, but like I said, the railways are getting a little more, I would say, bogged, as it so to speak, and they want to have a decent. I mean, this would be something they would probably build over years. Like they would have to get, you know, ground studies. They would have to get environmentalists in place just to make sure this would work. Cool, that works. So now we need to put down we're gonna put down a normal road here. I said ground. You can put ground. And over here we'll go 1 unit out. It's gonna go all the way down to here. And right there. So now this is where the airport is going to land on. Like so. So it's flat, easy to land onto. It has a nice grade coming into it. Also, I'm saying hi to those on viewers, of 3 viewers. Welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic day and night. So here's what we got. So I want to put this as a one-way road. This is going to be a 2-lane road. I'm going to do this. Make that road a little bit smaller. The 2-lane road highway, or 2-lane road industrial road. Because this is all this is, industrial. It's not going to be, it's meant to basically to drop off the goods and let airports take it off from there. And that way, we can set this up here, our 3-lane highway. Bring that off right here to normal. Oh, that went to ground. Ooh, how about we make that a bridge section? There we go. Cool. That doesn't look out of place at all. We can bring this up to a highway. I mean, this would be like the big highway coming into, at least for Holly Park. This would be their exit, one way or the other, somewhat. Go like a this and like a this, like a this, like a this. Highway will probably get downgraded to a normal road eventually at some point, but for now it's going to be just a highway. That is a big hill. Is that like... There we go. Mark that down just a little bit. And so now what will happen is that now we have a railway output here, and we can just follow the railway line, could just follow the road, and then reconvene over here. Because again, we're getting a lot of goods traffic coming through here, and it is bogging down the network somewhat. So I want to see if I can remove like the instant goods coming from here, and try to come in right here more, then this would be a great opportunity. So, we'll just do this. Let's see. I do need to make a connection here of some kind, so... I do love how it's raining right now. Become like that. Is that gonna cause me an issue? I can't tell because of the rain. Ooh, that might be a little difficulty. We'll pull that back and pull that back just a little bit. And it looks like there is a bit of a confusion, so we'll just pull this out just a tad. Then it looks like the railway is connected. The sun is coming out, which is good. Looks like the trains are going to have to fight the uphill battle in some fashion, so... That's the unfortunate circumstance that this is going into for this. And I want to say that was too tight. I've always found it weird to connect a curve stop inside of a track layout or something like that. Even that and roads. Just because it just bugs out. Not sure as to why. And we're going to make this and this be a connection. So we'll take our make connections here. Pop this baby. Pop to you, and then we'll see what we can do about this. We could pop out. I mean, that's not bad. It's a nice direct route to it. And it doesn't affect. We have to lower some ground rules, but that's fine. But like I say, we're getting air traffic coming in, so it's like, heck yeah! There we go. And then we'll make the turns a lot smoother for the trains. Like that, because I'm pretty sure no train can make that try of a curve. There we go. And so now, what will happen is that now we're going to be getting goods in. And even then, this also means that goods coming in from the airport are going to come here as well, and trains are going to come out. So I'm hoping that this will eventually spell somewhat some relief from the actual road. Let's see here. Where are you headed? See, that's the thing. I want them to take the highway into town. It's going to add a little more street traffic to the mix, but what I mean is that this is being overwhelmed. It was, well, at least it was being overwhelmed at one point. And it's still technically in use. It's still technically being used. But I think that we can redistribute this to a different location. And most likely have to, and we can get rid of this entire setup of rails. And this can be a completely 100%, you know, industry-free. We could move the industrial districts somewhat around here, or at least to some of these will. I mean, because we got a little bit of ground pollution, I think. Okay, we got a lot. A lot of concentration there. So, and so this will have to be part of Holly Park, it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to take care of the airport here and cut this off. And Holly Park will just take care of it alongside it, so that police can come out here and such. And look, everything is, all the stuff is coming out here, so it would not be a bad idea. I mean, I could discontinue this. Discontinue this railway line here and reestablish it somewhere else. But at least now we're airborne. We're skyward bound, at least for cargo anyway. As for that, see, here's the thing. If I get rid of cargo this direction, I mean, there's a lot of rails that's going to be ripped up. So, I mean, this area probably would be beneficial if it was converted down to only one district. It's got 3 districts in it in this small little space because of different industries. Let's see. Also, we're getting a lot of non-workers, apparently. The unemployment is at 1%. I mean, I'm not sure where they're not getting the guys. I mean, they are getting people to be educated. I mean, there's not a lot of people educated here yet. Because they would rather not get educated. I'll put the small one there, that's right. I put the small one down thinking it was not going to be a big place, but apparently that is a thing of the past now. So this thing's going to have to go in favor of our big, massive one that can get people educated in a better radius and hold on more kids. then we got the high school there, but as you can see, the high school doesn't carry very much, so we put the high school all the way out here. And people are just going to have to travel all the way across just to get to it. University, on the other hand, well, that's going to be a little tricky on that one. I know I have another public library here I found on the workshop here. This one holds about 200 radius, so it does get some people more. That was perfect radius for that. Yeah, this one here I got up here. It has a visitor capacity of 200 and has entertainment of 200. So it got everybody in a good radius, which is pretty stoked. I'm not gonna lie, not pretty bad. But see, this one here has a 70 entertainment range and everything. It's not as it has a radius of influence. Big one of that. But I figure this one can do like small places. We can get like a small library here. And that's going to get everyone educated to some degree. Oh, that's the police station. Put it right up there, right where this is, huh? Put it right there. The library will be just fine there for that. But now we need that Skyward bound. So we got the cargo one. See, the cargo is already taken off. I mean, look at all the goods and services coming in right now. And I believe that there is a service vehicle heading to this, isn't it? Oh, there he is. There we go. There's our garbage truck. Waste collection truck is taking the waste from the airport. Alright, so now that's in play, I want to... Let's see. Now with that, I gotta discontinue this. This is still being used, sure, but I don't like it anymore. I don't like it. I feel like it's kind of ugly where it's placed, too. I mean, it's made this entire area just a complete lack of railway ingenuity, and I don't think Suncrest wants that anymore. They'd rather prefer a faster way of travel, or at least something that's less convoluted. Let's see. Yeah, I can see this one's probably going to be discontinued because now it's only been used to... This was only placed so that it eases off this, so that was just kind of a band-aid. Technically speaking, I could make an exception right here for the, I could put a one-way road here and then put the railway track here so the goods and services can be rerouted over here, and then I can clean this out. I could do that. Oh, when did we get so many people that are going to come in and live here? I have no space except for what I've got right here. So, I think I will do... I'll put an industrial one-unit ride road here. Let's see, is that high in the hills? That's high in the hills. Need to figure out a way to get that. Why haven't you guys been picked up? You guys are part of Holly Park. You guys should be being taken part of, unless it should be something like this. Dang, I should get that to move. Let's see. I put that there, it's gonna get hit by a lot of traffic. And I thought that wasn't high, but that is gonna be really high. let's take a gander at what we can do about that. Again, this is this little custom double loader that's in the custom airport spot. That doesn't look too bad if I place it right there. We'll do a one-way unit of industrial road here. I could do like this, and no, that's too much. Pop up right here. And like that. It basically adds 2 lanes of traffic. I'm going to level it out to here. And like I said, this is not, I don't think this is going to be a temporary fix. It's going to be a temporary fix. Until I can figure out what I'm going to do with this and this. I want to get rid of both of those. So I didn't want the pox. I wanted these. There we go. I know it's going to decrease the land value to a certain degree, and some Karens might be a little on the nerve about it, but unfortunately, this is how the road has to grow. Need more places to put down roads and other things. I have to come down here with my little wide junction here. There we go. And then we can connect these guys up. Let's see here, go like that, like so. And then there'll be another one that'll come over here and everything. So, and again, this will be a one-way in from one direction. Like that. I mean, it's only going to be for goods and services. Build more residential zone. I know, game, I know. But I can't build any more residential. Oh, why can't you? Can't you see I'm busy with basically making...
Astrologists report that a devastating
another
meteorite
meteorite, 4.3.
in the near future.
Crap, where's it,
Residents
man?
should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Where's it going to land? I don't see it. Oh, over there. Oh, it's in the water. No biggie. It's only going to be a mild tsunami. Mild? Yep. Mild. Very, very 4.3 magnitude earthquake of some sort. So don't mind that, folks. It's just another mild earthquake. There we go. Then we can lower this down to there. And then we can do a bit of this. Or get this thing down to the actual building height. This to go down to here. And I can move all the nodes down to it. And then we can make this as a nice gradual downward spiral into here. That works. And with it being in the ground a little bit, it'll block the sound a bit. Which will work out quite well. So that being said, we're going to dismantle this thing here. Alright, get this thing out of here. We're going to dismantle this thing. I know that it feels really weird to do that, but I feel we can redo the traffic here to some degree, because the railway is a little, how to say, unorthodox. Let's see if we get this out here and bring this back. And then we can, whoop, there's our meteor. The meteor's coming down!
The Forest Service has stated that there is a risk of an imminent forest fire in the area. Residents are advised to avoid forested areas. A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and
don't worry, it's only going to be a mild inconvenience for those residents right there. It's amazing how much that meteorite can shift the water around. Like the water, like I said, it's going to be only a minor tsunami. Just minor. And I feel like with this area right here now being a little bit wider and a bit longer, I think that we can have a lot more leads, a lot more lead time over here and get the goods. It says this is closer to the freeway in terms of access. I think it'd be better. What the heck's going on? I'd say, why isn't the police coming by and helping? I don't know, like, I don't know, is it just me or does I feel like this parking lot has been a bug ever since I put it in? Like, it's not even getting full visitors anymore. Well, maybe NASCAR wasn't such a grand thing investment after all. Alright. And so we got I guess we have a specialized road here. That could be for goods and services coming up this way. And like I said, this roadway is going to be hit with lots of great traffic. What the heck? Bus! Thing, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't need roads. I'm going to get this parcel delivered and I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go underground. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where is that you're going, sir? You're underground, you know that, right? You're underground! You're going right underneath the school! Transported to the post office in Spring Hills. He's going all the way over there. Oh, he's transferring mail to... Wait, he's transporting mail to it? But he's going the opposite way! What the heck? Look, you're going the wrong way, sir! Well, Barward Mines has reached level 3 without our involvement, so that's pretty nice. God, what is going on with the bus? What's going on with the post truck? Post truck, why are you going? He's underground. Look at him. He's underground here. He's just taking a drive, he is. Oh, now I lost him. No, the bus is now lost to the ether. He's lost to the ether now. But at least he's underground now. Well, he's already had this one has already had 891 people actually come by and visit it. Maybe the library is actually more important after all. At least they have people educated, at least. So, that being said, my question to now is to get the actual airport down. And I would develop a train route to this. So, this is pretty flat ground out here for the airport. Let's see here. Yeah, this is pretty much flat. If we make the airport area, then we can make this as a branch off to it. We can have a railway line here and potentially make a monorail system that goes directly to the airport. I guess we could. We do have a train line here. This would, you know what, this station here would be the one for the airport. It would be, just for that sake alone. But let's see if we can do about that. Likewise, I was gonna try to build more homes, build something right here. But it looks like that's gonna be homes for the time being, since there's not enough customers. I guess it could develop some sort of home right here. Well, I built all this, and that's all the people came in and just wanted to live up the town here. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can reorganize this railway line right here, because I want this to be down here. So I feel that this is the more perfect angle for it. So what we're going to do is that we are going to move this bad boy. Actually, come to think of it, we could change this to one of the newer ones. We did put this one down before I had that packed, so So if we go back to our packs here into trains, we could have a ground bypass station here. It's not big, but at the same time, it holds 2 train lines and trains that can bypass through it in case of goods work comes through. But like I said, we don't need this little bump right here either because this thing connects to the roads. We go like that. We could put this bypass right here on the main road. Like that. It'll give me a nice parking lot, give you a cross, and it has bypass loops for those who want to bypass through, like freight trains do. And the passenger trains can stop here anytime they wish. It's more or less to basically prepare for the Skyward bound, which was this. So, or at least try to get, you know, better, this looking a little bit better. Besides, I think on technicality, we might be downsizing this. I don't know. Preferably the main industry here is probably going to get this mown because it's too much pollution. So we'll have tracks here. These tracks will go out. And we're going to dismantle this track a little bit. And this is going to be the fun part, because now we have to basically kind of make this work. Like that. There's a technicality I could make this into another bypass station, have 2 stations here. The people can down here can get to this station or get to this one, depending on what they choose. I just need that bypass loop, because we have a lot of vehicles coming down here and we need some bypass. So, that being a way, we'll go like this. We're going to delete this. I know people are going to be angry. They're going to be disappointed. But, case in point, we're modernizing the railway and airport supplies. So I said this is meant to be future-proofing the area. I want to take the underground passenger for the bypass station here as well. So that we have this as a way to finalize that. And people are going to be angry! Like, he took away our rails. What are we going to do? There's a lot that we can do. First off, I need to move. Let's go back to train stations here. Back to this. And we're going to... Oh man, the green line's going to have the most issue, isn't it? The green line was coming out here, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So, we're going to have to connect this up to here. So, let's do that real quick. And then this route might also be to discontinue itself. This is a bypass of the original. I'm going to come around here. We're going to connect this bad boy up to it. And our bypass loop, and the trains can stop here, and they get 1 extra stop. If they so choose. I'm not sure if they'll like it, but they're going to have to, because that is progress! Progress, progress, progress. Alright, so now we got that connected. We can now get the train lines back up and running. Let's see, can't I... I think I have to do is basically grab this and try to grab it here. Then this place gets to stop right there, so it adds that one back in. And then this one gets dragged. This one here. Which again also establishes that this is going to drag a stop line here. That fixes that. And most likely the green line is going to be disbanded out of here. Like there and right there. And that reestablishes the green line to it. Now we got 2 stations in 2 different regions here. And the railway line is nowhere for the wear. But also this is also being discontinued too, because I don't want this to be a stopping point for our good trains. We got not enough room to vacate. We have a home to put down, I have nowhere to put them. So we want to come out straight out here and then make this all just one junction. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this, we're gonna break this out and straight this out, and then we're gonna make this a completely level area here. Then we'll get to our airports. Go down like that, like so. Move that out like so, because this is going to be where our railway line is going to converge. And I believe we do. I don't have a. What I do have is a multi-track switch at Brewery right here, which means we could have tracks coming in left and right, and then. No, maybe not. Maybe that's not the best choice of words. Hitler 6375. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. I've enjoyed your stream. You got a great vibe. Always looking for more people to game with. So if you're ever down to squat up sometime, feel free to add me. Sure thing, man. No worries there. Thank you for the follow again. Really appreciate it. We come down right here. And I believe our main line is just going to connect directly into this. Like so. Then we're going to come down here, and this is going to bend out like this into this direction right there. That's a little tight. That's a little too tight. Kind of like that right there. Come like this, come out like that. And then we've got to bend this away just a little bit. Like so there. We'll make this grounded. It doesn't need to be a bridge if it doesn't have to be. There we go. Then this little track right here will come across like this. Like that. Now it won't be as tight. We'll come right here. We'll pull this out. This out like so. And then we'll do some move it actions here to make it look a little nicer. There we go. Now we got this kind of like this little hourglass shape. Looks like to us. I wonder if I can just go from here to here and it'll make it nice and tight for us. Like that. It goes from there to there. I want this to be the counterpoint to here. That's going to make it too tight. Okay. Like that right there. Make that smoother. We'll expand this out. Like so. And like so right there. There we go. And then we have to make some changes to the groundwork here because that was also not set up as correctly. There we go. Let's see, because now that we've got this all fixed up, this train is blocking it now. Like, I don't know, the train's blocked. It's dead. We'll get rid of the train. It'll reset itself. And so now we got kind of like a nicer looking aesthetic. It's not perfect by any means, but this looks a lot better than what it did before. It looks a heck of a lot better. And see, now we got bypass lanes, which means now the trains are going to come through here. And now the freight trains are going to come on through, and they're not going to stop in by the passenger services. Sweet! So now we basically combined what was essentially a really bad outlook with multiple different lines for some particular purpose, and we got rid of them all. Okay, I wasn't expecting ground to be that way. What's going on here? Okay, we're going to have to lower this down a bit because this ground is not suitable for four-way blocks right here. Two, maybe, but not for four-block buildings. Alright, with that out of the way, it's this I now have to fix up. Because this is where goods traffic should not hinder anymore. Goods traffic should not come down this line. Because this is where our major stopping point is for goods. And I think this has a better aesthetic. Well, it's not better aesthetically, but it just has more space to breathe and grow. So by technicality, the only thing we need to get rid of.
The Forest Service has stated that there is a risk of
someone who's being arsonist out here just letting one batch of forest.
Residents are advised to avoid forested areas.
Okay. Well, I am going to figure out the base. I want to probably want to push this railway line closer to here. I want to say because I want the airport to be right here. So we're going to build an airport area. Actually, no, wait. I was going to put the airport out here, wasn't I? Yeah. That's what I was going to do. Make it out here so that it can be away from areas, and the airport line is right here, so. And basically, a lot of stuff is going to build out here regardless, so. Let's see about building out our airports. Let's see. I want it to be, like, right here, most likely. Again, we're not going to worry about anything else. We're just going to build an airport. Now, airports areas are a bit different compared to others. I'm out of soil. I'm full of soil. I can't do anything. But here's the weirdest thing about it. Making this eats up your soil and such, which doesn't do anything when it comes to, like, say, like you're changing ground or something normally. So if you really want to save yourself some of the problematic of airport stuff and everything, just, you know, level out the ground with your normal ground tools, then come back here with this, because that means you're selling your ground back to money. I guess that is a way to build up money, I guess, but still can't pick up more soil. I will sell all my soil. Thank you very much. Sell all of it. And so we're going to have enough for a bigger airport, bigger everything, and this will be kind of like a smooth transition going into it. So we need to build the custom airfields. Now the thing is, I can't put down the runways until I build one of the three units. So we have a classic, we have a two-story modern, and then we got the ultra modern. Also, here's another problem about making the airports here. So there's these ones here called the ultra modern large terminals, which are kind of like bigger and everything. But you need to build the airport beforehand, then decommission the said airport, and build a new airport alongside it. That just makes no sense in the grand scheme of things. I just never understood that. Why is that thing? I think the ultra big airport, this, or even the modern conclaves hub and something like that, like all these should be unlocked from the get-go, really. But I think for our purposes right now, if I'm going to go with the whole ultra modern stuff, the ultra large modern terminal, eventually at some point I have to reach an airport at level 2. And then I can change out the airport for something different like that. So let's do it. I could do a double line, but that takes a lot of annoyance out of the bunch here. So here is what we're going to do. I'm going to pop this right here in the center. See, now we have all of our stuff on, at least somewhat unlocked. Alright, so we got this ultra modern. It is going to be filled with water and electricity because it has a road tied to it. So now it's just to really set up the infrastructure. Most likely it's going to have a... Well, we want to put the runways down first. So, runways coming down. Let's see, airport traffic. Where's air traffic out here? So if air traffic's coming down this way, so I want to have is the airport. I want the airport to come down this way. So the planes are coming down here. See how they're turning? They're gonna turn around here, and they're gonna come down. I want them to come down this way. They'll come down like this, and you have to make the runways just long enough to handle it. And I guess we could put another one that's the way to taxi out this way. So you can cross it, but you can't connect it. Oh, okay. If I want them to come back out or taxiing out, I have to make it come back going this way. I want the planes to extend out like... Hey, QTH, how's it going? Happy Tuesday for you as well, my friend. It's a little... today was a little bit rough, as usual it is with, I don't need two runways. That's the thing. I don't need two runways. I just need one major runway to come back in and they fly out the same way. I keep thinking from, like, modern aesthetics, I guess. We're gonna put down this little concave, this concourse. This modern timber location. I like the timber version of this. Oh, I didn't realize you could curve these. I didn't realize you could curve those. Well, that's gonna make a lot of things a little bit more convenient now, isn't it? Let's see if I can get this to be the same curve route right here. It'd be kind of like a big old claw. Now, they put this down with a 2-lane road, which we all know that does not work in the grand scheme of things. So now we're going to have to put down some small terminals. I know about building more residential areas. You can cut down the chatter there, game. But now we need to put down is some small aircraft stands. We're going to put them down every so often here. Because again, these are probably going to get replaced by the big ones. So basically about 6 stops will be good for it. Then you'll have the taxis. They'll come down like so. They'll come off of the highway, or the runway, I guess. And they'll come down here, and then they'll just connect to everything else. But we'll have to make this airport a little more attractive at some point, so... As I had to, see what I had to do. I had to work from home today, and quite frankly, I just had a bit of a... kind of like a dumb moment at work, technically speaking, and I'm not very proud of it, but I get to come back here and stream with you guys. So that makes the Tuesday all the better. Alright, so that's our starting airport. We're probably going to have to make this a bit interesting to come down to, so I wonder if we can just go with roads. We'll make a... So we have a roundabout maker here. It won't be a 2-lane road, it'll be highway. And then we're just going to kind of break it here. Highway, I want to keep open. Oh, I can't... Oh, wait. What the heck? Okay, I have a few nodes here that don't work. Okay, let's make this radius a little bit bigger. This is going to be a major roadway network, so let's do this. And like, ooh, it's like, there's a roundabout in the middle of nowhere. It'll be a roundabout for something. Because it's gonna be our roundabout to get into our new airport. Like that. So now I want to have is our 2-lane. Let's see, where is it at? Where is my little curvature there? Small lane highway. We'll get out of the mod. I'm gonna come down here. We're gonna build this little thing. I don't use this very often, but I like using it on the occasion. Let's see, I can come out to here. And then there'll be a 2-lane highway coming in and out, I think. No, anyway, I can do, I can put this one right here, right on its node. It's going to have a hissy fit. Alright. You want to have a hissy fit? I'll give you a hissy fit. I'll put my own road down, thank you. Alright, we'll come down here, pop this baby on. I want to keep that straight on. Where's my snaps? I'll go snap it. I want it to be at 90 degrees. Okay, we're now to Renowned. Our school is getting better, and I'm not even touching it. These people are getting educated. Yay-haw! That's probably the closest I'm going to get to it. Because I want to put down is... That's a little contraption right here. That little node we had earlier. We're going to make this kind of a connection. Let's see, what can I do about this? We're going to put down it's going to be a one-way road because I want it to be a one-way because it just makes it easier that way. And also have a bus, because we're going to have a bus line coming out here at least one bus. And be a 3-lane coming into here. So I want to make this kind of, I should make that grade. Let's see, we're going to grade this from here to here. Take that down to the pad notch. Yeah, that'd be good. That'll be fine. And the highway will continue to come down this way. Then it's going to split into its contributory little thing here. And some is getting rebuilt because some keeps bringing it burned down. I really think that should have been more of a better angle, which we can do. There we go. Because I'm going to make this turn into the actual bus line here. We'll get out of the mod first off. Come down like this. And come right here. And this will connect right into it. Now we'll keep our bus roads in tactical order. We'll come over right here. It's gonna come around this way. This is gonna be like a little awkward way to get out of the airport, but oh, we have a little bit of space. I'm gonna get it to work. Like, it's always like how a problem when you get out of airports. It just comes with the territory. But then we can make this a little nicer. Let's see, go like that right there. And it's a nice little S-curve. I guess when we come out the way out here, the whole bus route thing would be turned into... I think there's a highway version I have of this. Let's see. Highway with bus. Well, I do, but it's on the opposite lane. I need a mirrored bus lane. That's what I need. Well, anyway, we're going to fix this up real nicely. We're going to take this. We're going to unlock the road segment here. Get out of the mod. We're going to replace it with the bus route we put down earlier. Again, just make sure when you do this, you put the road, you lock that road back in place, because the asset will break if it doesn't happen. And let's see, not much of an area so far to get here, so I'm wondering who wants to take it over. And Holly Park could take it. My park could take it if they really wanted to. Okay, I'm getting a backup of tracks. I did not expect that to happen. Alright, trains, why are you backing up so much? Is it because of this out here? You know, I told this would be one way beach railroads and the other one... How funny! It doesn't follow that rule. I don't know what the heck's going on here. The railway is supposed to go this way. The goods train is supposed to go the opposite direction. You're supposed to follow the right way. Yeah, see? That's where you're supposed to go. To the left. And it doesn't disappear. Oh, there it goes. I still don't know why it still wants to spawn trains here. I wish I could tell the mod to not spawn. Oh yeah, by the way, I added a mod that remove the edge fog from the map. It's so I can see what the heck is going on over here. Does this dissipate or something? It doesn't. See, the thing is, I want all the trains to come here, but every other train wants to come out into this way specifically and just ruin our day. It hits the exit, which it's supposed to do, but as you can tell, why did we get so many passengers in our maps so much? Because these are counted as... See, here's the thing. I think this is where packaging really hits us hard, is that this is stupid. Because they can't really spawn the Sims on the map without it being on the map itself. So what they do is that they add this fog to the edge of the maps to hide this. But if we took the fog away, we can now see what is truly behind the curtain. I still don't know why these trains are spawning in the direction I don't want them to. I told them no freight trains on this entire route. I can see the passengers doing the right thing, and some of the goods trains here do follow the rule, but some don't. I wonder if that's just because I don't know. Oh, and now we can see the what the heck? Oh, I think that's so hilarious. That is so funny. So look at that. So the people are spawning here. See, I wish I could reduce this. Is there a way I could reduce the number of Sims waiting at this station? Or the entry points to the map? I would imagine our game would run a lot smoother if I could just, you know, delete these Sims out. You know, if I delete them, they're just going to repopulate back. So whatever is possible. The problem is now we're going to back up with train engines. That's the thing, we're getting backups of engines right now. And this backed up quite effectively. This kind of destroyed myself in my face, didn't it? These guys should be all smarter than this. You know what we'll do? We're gonna move this. I'm gonna make this into a roundabout. A highway roundabout at that. Which means I'm going to have to fix this little contraption a little bit here to go like this a bit. Or... nah, that should be fine, because the cars are going to come in, take this route, and be on their way. These will jump in, turn in left, and these guys are going to go straight on through. Which means this road's going to get bigger, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, we'll make this road look slightly bigger to accommodate for this change. Well, it's not backing up too much. I mean, it's meant to get around. Let's see, what else we can do about this? They have a... let's see here. Where's that? Where is that highway I had? Where is that one way? Was I here? There it is. You can move this back like this. Like that. Take this out so people have to traverse this way. They have to turn around, be a little bit better about it, but then there's a little bit of a leadway into it. These should load up pretty fast for the record, but they're not. But maybe this little roundabout will fix the problem we have. Okay. Oh yeah, right, I gotta get this to working again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let Holly Park take care of this. So I'm going to take this out. The airports are going to be carried by Holly Park themselves. Like I said, this will be just the passenger service line here, and it won't be no cargo because we have that other small terminal to do so. Also, we're going to need a new name for this airport. I think Sunset Airfield might not be the most appropriate name. It is actually one of the more unique names it's given me, randomly wise. Alright, so that said, I want to put down is our parking. I'm going to put down big parking spots here. If I can even fit these things here. We have 2 of these bad boys. Then we have normal parking for those who couldn't afford it. What? Yep. If you can't afford the parking, you're going to have to deal with the small road. You're going to have to deal with the small packets. Sorry. It's like those uncovered parking spots. And like, I hope it doesn't rain for the week I'm gone. It'd be very sad if that was the case. I don't want my car to be ruined. Sir, I hate to inform you, but your car will be ruined by the end of the week. You could invest in a few little things if you want to do that to extend your travel. I'll do anything. Anything? That bad? It could be bad. Oh. I don't want to make it bad. I just want to make it feel good. Alright, so let's make these things a little bit better for our airport. And again, I want to know, what does it trigger? What is there a way for actual garbage trucks to show up here? I mean there are cars about to show up here, but I don't see anything that would be considered a public road. Well, there's a city truck coming here. And it's coming from all the way over there. Where are you? And where are you coming from? You're coming from way over there. Okay. Garbage truck, 2 questions. Why are you on the freeway if Holly Park is your only region of access? That's the bigger question there. Why are you on the freeway? When you really should be at Sunset Airfield right off the bat here. Alrighty. We have to make this a little bit more beautiful. So let's see what else we can add to it. I know we could add a... let's see, roads. We can add one-way roads here, I think. Yeah, they're one-ways. I don't want to bend anything, so we'll keep that straight. Go like that. And then that's where we can plop these, little things such as airport hangars and controllers. Because we have planes on standby. And you have different small parked planes here. Let's see, I can have an apron, which basically just makes everything just, you know, completely gray. It's like ploppable concrete, in case you want to have a more realistic airport, if I catch my drift. We can have something like that right there, and it doesn't technically cover up the road a bit, it just merges into the graphic. It's not too bad, it kind of matches it up. I need some hangers though. Hanger! I need a small hanger. It adds attractiveness. Dun, 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 dun. Hey! Dun, 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 dun. That should increase the attractiveness a little bit, shouldn't it? Oh, attractiveness is great! It's off the charts! Now we just need the passengers. You have hotel discounts, you get great maintenance, you get car rentals too. That'll make everything a little more beautiful. See, now people are showing up here. Because now they're coming here, they're parking into the overnights and the park and rides. But we do need a bus line there. And I do have something that could potentially attach to it. But I don't think we have the ability to do so. No, we don't. The tram station. We don't have a tram. We could set up a tram line. But I thought there was... Let's see here. Airport lounge, fuel station, medium parked planes, large planes, the elevated metro. I could add a metro to the town. But there's also an airport train run. And this we already got trains already on the get-go. But I think with our airport, I do want to set up a metro line. One that goes completely underneath the entire region so that the metro can basically get here at one point. But unfortunately, we're going to need airport level 3 or level 2 for this. So until then, we can't do much anything with the airport right now at the moment. Let's see. And also, this airport's like kind of like the weirdest of the bunch. It's like, oh, it's all this weird space and everything. Like, I know. But case in point, it's going to get the passengers. It is, people are parking here, but there are people coming to the terminal. Or we're just not getting any airplanes coming down. Oh, that's funny. That's cool. I wonder, is this because they're just too far away for the airlines to tackle? I mean, that is a possibility. That should take care of that. Just adding a path in the air where the airport's like, hey, airports! This is your new airport speaking! And I want you to land at the airport. Capiche? Now is, oh my goodness. This built up fast. Okay, I underestimated this lead up here. So we're going to have to do this the fun way. Oh, no, not like that, not like that. I'm going to have a build up here. It's gonna build up quite nicely. Like, this feels like overkill. And you know what? It may be right. But for right now, that is backing up onto the actual roundabout, which I really did not think it was going to do. So, right now, is that we're gonna get cars who are coming into this junction to turn off and come back here, far away from the roundabout, so that this can build up. This is the staging area. It might seem like a little bit of overkill, but I think, which is weird, because after we disable this thing, I'm like, as soon as we disable it, everyone wanted to have a piece of the pie. And I think I want to discontinue the highway, the industry here too. As much as I hate to do that, this area does not work well now with the industry is in place. And that's our only place of industry right now at the moment. Which gets me thinking that we might make this the industrial box right here. And then have a... we do have boats. Oh, we have boats. We just don't have a port. We don't have a port for the stuff yet. And I need to have a port for it. So, I want to try to do that. This is kind of like on a mountainside and every bit, and this would be perfect for like a good getaway. I don't know. It's that I was hoping to put the industry here far away from everyone else, but apparently that's not working now unless I somehow flatten this hillside, which I almost did slightly here earlier. I just don't... I need a way to move forward with industry. I mean, we're already getting a lot of imports from here. Which is weird. This thing has no problem with, you know, handling its current workload. But the other side is struggling to keep up with the extremely, really long lead time here. And even then, that's already backed up. That's messed up. Is there a way I can change this to load and unload faster? I could reduce it to what vehicles could show up there. On the trains that are coming in, at least. That is the thing, though. I wonder if it's just because I have so much industry in one particular spot. It's condensed, sure, but I wonder to know if these industries are just not worth it anymore. They are operating optimally, and they are what's giving us money right now. I don't know. Maybe I should. Wonder whether you guys want me to get rid of it or not. So I do need another spot for more homes. Let's see, what can I do? I could take down some of the business here and then reduce this down to housing. I could. I mean, there's no need for business here, very much. It's not very good. I can add a few things. Let's see. That's the thing. Where can I add more homes I've already got selected? This is a little bit tricky on my end. I'm not sure what to do. Unless I take this out here and replace it with actual housing. But I think, in all honesty, I think my industry is going to move over here, I think. Where it has easy access to the freeway, because here is just the belt route, and that's not the easiest spot to make. And this is a very tight, unincorporated area that's a little finicky to get around in. What I want to do, like I said, I'm going to get the test road to see what we can pull off here. So we go every few units. So we could match up with the highway here. Like if there's a unit out. Do like something like that. Then this unit can go out here and a potential interchange or something like that, maybe? Possibility. Let's see, is that 90 degrees? Looks like it is. This is a curve, so I'm not going to do that. What we're going to have to do is a bit of finesse with the road we already got. Come out to here. This will be kind of like our new industry area coming forth into the city. And it's going to have its own air connection out here too anyway, so that the traffic doesn't have to be bundled down too much. I mean, it's going to have its 3 separate districts to have the housing, or to house everything, but let's see. Go like that one right there. That go right there. And that would go right there. So it basically kind of connect into the grid, the grid type stuff we got going on here. Like that, like that. Come up to about right there. Knock that in like so. And that will most likely be our starting grid for industry. I'm gonna have to make this a little tighter so that people can evolve and get this. I'm thinking if we just Do that, that'd be perfect. Because then we'll have the road, we'll have a direct access to this road here. Like, I mean, we could have it connected here. Like such, and this would be its own direct input into the grid. And in that way, they would have either the cargo airport to bring their stuff in or out. There's a lot of people coming in here, isn't there? Passengers are coming in. There are flights being used. 100% people are using it. Heck, yes. We're getting 100 income from it. Weekly passengers is now 50. That's amazing right now. Everyone wants to get to the airport. Well, I didn't think that was going to... I thought that was not going to take off there for a second. Let me bend this to a little bit better here. But we are going to get a bus out here eventually. Oh, that didn't connect. That did not connect. Neither did that did. Ooh. Okay. I was hoping that would connect. Come on, baby. There we go. Like that, right there, right there. I think this middle road here will be the one that will be connecting to the outer side. So we'll do like this. So it'll come out, the center road will come out this way. Like that. And the road will end as we speak. This will be 100 somewhat degrees. Be 45 degrees from it. Like that. Or it could be 90 degrees from here. You do like that, actually. And then that will connect to here. And that'll be the main road into the industrial district over here, just a little bit. And we'll come up like this, and this will end off right here. That right there. Again, there will be some backfill of the area here. We have a lot of soil to fill in from the airport, so we might as well use that at our disposal to stiffen up the ground, for this is going to be a complete industrial takeover. Much to people's dismay on this one, because I'm going to basically make this non. You know what? We're gonna deal with the additional pain right now at the moment by getting rid of all of this is industry. Because we're gonna convert that into workable areas for homing. As unfortunately, that means for anything, if we check our ground pollution, this thing is going to have to heal over time before homes can be placed on it. And as such, we're going to put down the big homes over here for the areas that we can do. This right here we can't because of that ground pollution we said earlier. Until that heals up a bit more, can't do much anything with that. So we're just gonna have to deal with a little bit of a oily solution in that regard. But I think put a couple right there. And since we're gone out of 2 areas, I'm going to make this all Belmont Heights. Belmont Heights is taking over the entire district. Because now we don't need anything else. And like I said, we won't be able to build anything here for a while. because the ground is poisoned right now. We have to wait for that. We have to wait for this to heal. I mean, it's gonna get rid of a lot of our work and everything, but I think we'll survive on that just a little bit. Besides, I think people around here are going to enjoy the fact that they can walk out here and walk across. Besides, we're going to get rid of this park in favor of a park that's more suitable for the adventure. We have a 7 here. Like that. A nice little park. And then we can pop down pathing for this. Or I could do that with the cement here. Because the cement is bricks in this game. At least in this art style anyway, so that's good on that front. And then that should clear up the poison a little bit there. They'll have the whole park is going to soak it all up. Of the part in the industrial plaza here. It's like this used to be industrial, but now it's being converted into housing. I mean, I would say that basically for people trying to move in here, this would be low value residential area. Easy enough for those starting buying a new home for the first time, you know. And besides, we got 2 new stations here to increase the amount of homes. We're going to do it that way. And this right here is actually a perfect spot for a crossing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a normal crossing right here. And then I'm going to make it single. Oh, wait a minute. It didn't work? It didn't work. That didn't work out. Why did it not? Because usually you're supposed to put down the actual standard. And then you make the signal to be placed on top of it. Yeah, there we go. I was wondering what the heck was going on there, but now we have a single. People who want to cross the road here to get to the train station, they now can by this signal drop. By the way, for those new and haven't noticed, the pedestrian crossing toolkit, it's new on Steam Workshop. Allows you to make now your own crosswalks whenever you want to. And you can make them underground, above, or whatnot. Also the single one, which I thought was really awesome. This needs a new park, so we're going to give them a new park. I think our best park would be not any of the golf carts, not any of the golf courses. I think our little 12x8 should do the trick just fine here, maybe. I think it's too big. Well, that's a bit of a shame. It's too big. Well, we have some Art Decos that we can fill that space in with, too. That's too big, too, as well. I got too much stuff. There we go. This will fit. A nice little plaza that we can plop down and have a jolly good time with. So that should reduce the amount of traffic this area is going to get from now on, but... Though, honestly, I think that's actually a nice change. This actually opens up this. Like, maybe we could drive a road across here and add more homes. You know what? We could do that. It wouldn't cross over... Actually, no. We could make a bridge crossing over here, and it would have to cross a railway track in some fashion, but... That is another way of getting us some housing. And we're still waiting for our airport to grow up to level 2, so I'm just going to do this for the time being and make a little... Like I said, there is going to be a little troublesome with the railway lines, but I think we can... I think that can be manageable. I mean, it has to stop. You know, trains will have to stop eventually at some point. They have to, so... But I just want to see if we can get like a little, not much of a cul-de-sac here, but at least enough that we can get the like a housing market here, a little somewhat. I mean, it's not going to go very far, I don't think. But we can set this up as, you know, homes. And we can set up as, you know, low residential. Put that hole in the ground. Oh, what was that? What's up with that hole in the ground? Oh, just some meteorite. Don't worry about it. A meteorite strike? Yep. Meteorite strike. Is it going to hurt us? No. It's just now a meteorite strike. Nothing more. You don't need to worry. You'll be perfectly fine. Besides, we're going to fill that ground in anyway. Like a that, like a so. Oh, nope. Smooth this guy out. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Smoosh. As my dad's old teacher used to say back in his high school days or college days. He had a teacher who goes, I think he was Polish. I think I'm not sure where he was, but he always said smooth as smoosh, like smoosh. Like it's now smoosh now. Smoosh for days. All right. And then we'll have, and you know what we'll do to make the crossings easier? We could have a walkable path above this and come back down so people can cross the roadway this way. So, make it a little bit more fancier. Actually, no, we'll be okay. Let's see, where's my, stuff with trees? There we go. This will be our tree little area. This will not be taking any customers or any of that sort. No business should be going down this way. It's strictly those who want to have a nice, unique experience and able to ride their bikes everywhere and have a nice tree line alongside the water coastline here. The people will love it. Go like that right there. And I think we'll break this off here like this. And we're going to have one down here down the center. Make it on the node there. Thank you very much.
The Forest Service has stated that there is a risk
who's
of
the
an
arsonist
imminent
that's
forest fire in the area.
Lighting my trees on
Residents are
fire.
advised to avoid forested areas.
This must be known. Also, maybe I need to have like someone in chat like go like you know, Suncrest Bay news or something like that. You know, like have a mysterious like you know, interesting and have you guys interact with that. It's like you guys be the news anchor. I could deal with that. Belmont Heights here is going to take all of this up. Let's see, what I got to put you on here? You're on default style. Maybe I'll make you guys an emerging downtown. It means you guys are going to be a selectively new building. It means all this stuff's going to be going away for sake of newer, shorter buildings. But I think by technicality, this will work better. I think the style will look a little bit better. Emerging downtown will change everything out like this. Or I could... Citizens are sick. Well, I know they're sick. They will be sick for a while until the ground heals. Actually, no. I want these to be country. I want this to be... You know, yeah, no, I like emerging downtown. I like that a lot more. People are sick. I know they're sick. It's because of the one thing that's making them sick. That. And it's healing that. See, that right there is healing a lot faster than it does in Cities Skylines 2. In Cities 2, that doesn't heal up at all. It just goes away after a while, but it takes forever. Speaking of which, where is the hospital I put down in this area? know I put a hospital here. Let's see. Oh, the hospital's over there. Well, we're gonna need a bigger one now. We're gonna need a new hospital. That's gonna handle this, because this is not gonna handle it anymore. This will now have to. Local district apply. Thank you. I think the police force can still do the work, so. Airport is now level 2. Yes. All right. Now finally get some action. All right, level 2 airport is a go-go, which means we now have the elevated metro station, which means now we can actually start getting a metro out here. Now there are like the terminals that have like the level 2 that have like a terminal underneath them, like these do have. But don't want to use it now. It's too late for me to actually put them in, so we're just going to have to deal with it for now. But I'm probably going to have to wait on that one. I think that'll be a project for next time, I think. Is to get this going here, because we're both short on time for the moment. I don't want to start a brand new project at this moment in time. So what I want to do is that this will be a future placement, future placements, I guess. What I do want is that bus route I never put down. And I think also the railway line will also end up right here as well. The metro will come out here and go in underground because they got this nice hillside here. Perfect to go in there. What is going on here, guys? Well, it's obviously not. This is okay. The restrictions here are not working. Allow all vehicles. Allow all vehicles. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know why this is not allowing me to do that, but we're just going to have to allow it. I don't know what the heck's going on. This train line is just backing up. I guess the one way of doing it is to... No, I can't do that either. Do that. And those trains are gonna back up like crazy. The train crashed. Oh no. Let's get you out of here. But those people are gonna be permanently glitched right there, I think. Unless they somehow merge the other way. If there's anyone that knows how to fix this kind of issue I'm having, which is basically the trains are coming in overproducing. I mean, I would love just to have just, the turn, because this is the only station that allows international trains. And it is doing its work as it should be. But I'm still on the fence on what it's not doing, and that is still trying to make trains go on one direction. Okay, that's what's fixing it up. Is that trains are just disappearing now out of here. I wish I could delete all these entities. It's select all of these. See here. We have a police problem? Crime's at 6%. But we're definitely gonna need a bigger crime ring here, so case in point, gonna have to put down the big guy. That should clear up that problem right there. And they're always wondering about heating availability. I'm sorry, we're in a heated zone, thank you very much. So we got homes. They haven't filled up with homes yet here. I wonder if it's just because the land value is just not good enough. Well, no, the land value is technically decent. but I think if we add a park, or no, not a park, but a school out here, these people are not even educated. We'll pop these bad boys down like here, and this will get people to be liking it more. Then, oh, see, now people want to build there. Like, oh, right, there was something out here. Yeah, it was something needed. Okay, that's not gonna fit. I can put this guy down, the 7x9. Right here at the very end. Just a nice little RV park on the end of the park. Actually, no, this is actually just the park. And see, that's perfect because right next to the coastal edge. That's perfect. Oh, now that I started putting something out here is when people's like, oh, right, there is something out here. Well, the emerging downtown made this nicer, but it looks like the emerging downtown does not affect low-density housing. Which I was not expecting, but at the same time, I feel that's justified. And I don't know, I'm a little bit torn. I could make a road out here, and it would connect into this. It could, and then that could be a main road coming into here, which is not the main road. The main road's right here, which has been blocked by a train station. So the question is, what to do with that? And no one wants to use the signal traffic light. Everyone's like, I'm gonna walk down here, cross at this crossing, walk down here. No nerve at all. We're getting close to the end of our time tonight, so unfortunately, so we're going to have to deal with a few more things. How's that ground pollution? Ground pollution is basically non-existent. Good. That being said, I'm going to fill in with more housing because we're obviously going to be needing it. And the light housing will be on this side. I know the noise pollution is probably going to be a kind of a jerk here, but it really is only for like only a couple spots. Otherwise, I think it's fine as it is. Look at all that loud though. Look at all that sound though, man. That's a lot of sound to reduce down to. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not going to build here, so what I'm going to do is that this is going to be the emerging downtown for some office. And so it'll basically kind of like, you know, hit the block running. Let's see, noise. It's going to cut this out, and then a little bit of this out, and this will be office. And so this will be office too, unless I want to take these guys out and put office right here, so they can basically kind of like the office can build in, and they can actually just block some of the sound away. Because the office is just good at just canceling sound regardless of what the building is. Now homes are built here now. I took care of that demand we have been had so far for a while. Sweet! I think that's a good place to keep going, or keep stopping. Oh, we got garbage trucks everywhere in Holly Park. Oh yeah, we're going to work on some of this today, but didn't get around to it because I wanted to get my airport going. And it looks like it's a success at some point. Sunset Airfield is getting, we need some more population and more attractiveness to get more passengers. But it is at a reasonable good start. It really is. And 100% is all just incoming. What about that bus route? Oh yes, I forgot. I forgot about the bus route. Let's see. what I could do is use the airport no. I'm gonna use a standardized bus station, I think. We have a compact one, don't I? Yeah, I do. I can put a couple of these here. And then I can have a bus route that starts at every location. This will go to Holly Park. Because people definitely need to go from Holly Park to the bus or to the airport. They would love that. They would love that, they would say. Let's see, they would stop here, but this is a bus, this is a airport line, so we have this guy. Let's make sure we're on the actual right spot. This one. We want this guy right here. I want him to come down this way. We don't have a bus line down here, which is a bit of a shock. I am shocked. Oh yeah, we do have a metro. Oh, we already have a metro. Sweet, that's even perfect. I can connect it right there. Awesome. See, already planned, pre-planned for that, folks. Already pre-planned for a metro line to take over. And then it will stop right about... We'll stop at the metro here, at this metro line. And then it'll have its own stop right here, right in center. And then it's gonna head back. I guess it could. Yeah, it's gonna have too many stops. I want this to be like a basically a nice it's supposed to be a shuttle, basically. But it has to have a couple stops along the way to make it kind of more valuable. There we go, got a couple of bus routes, and then we can get the metro going next time. We'll get this bus route to be the actual one we need. The Taiwan bus of 86 passengers, because it's useful, very much so. Okay, I could turn this into the airport bus. There is a bus that is called Airport, I think. No, I don't have one. Oh, I thought I did. Oh well. Now we got buses coming down, up and down the line. And that's good for us on that front. Alrighty, I think that is all I'm able to do for it. I've tried to keep these things down to 2 hours a minimum. As any longer might be, I'm not actually out of run to do. So I think next time, folks, we'll work on more of our airport to get to level 3. And then we'll work on reestablishing our industrial complex here. And most likely going to try to develop some sort of port that we can put down a railway line. And I don't think we need a railway line. I just need a port here to get our goods and services to come down here. And trucks can come down here anytime they wish. And then we'll get ourselves out of here. Because what we did, folks, is that we started up our airport and we did a few more modifications. We moved on from the industrial stuff here to make this a little bit better. And fixed a few railway lines and optimized some stuff. So, that being said, next time, next week, we'll basically
Geologists predict that a sinkhole could strike at
what
any minute.
sinkhole is going to hit?
Residents should
Oh,
take precautionary
no!
measures.
No! Come on, dude! Dude! I don't want another sinkhole. It's only a 1.9. Sure, true. It can't. Our Cities Skylines couldn't end without it. You know, the other maps we had back in the day is that there was always a tsunami that usually destroyed the town. This time, however, it feels like it's tsunamis and sinkholes. So we're going to have to wait and see how bad this is. I'm going to have to fix this real quick. Let's speed this bad boy up. Alright, you danger risk crap hole 1.9 sinkhole. You're right there in center, about to destroy the road I just put down. The nerve. I know about the new airport building and the monorail station. I guess there is a possibility, but I already have a metro line already built. So, technically speaking, so what the heck, Sinkhole? I know, right? It's just standing there after all that hard work. It's just right here. I have the game sped up right now so we can get through the waiting period. I want to see this. I want this disaster kick in before I close things out today. Oh, come on, Shimon. Look at, there's buildings building up here. Like, yeah, nothing will happen. Oh, the hill. Oh, right there.
A sinkhole has occurred somewhere in the city. Stay out of harm's way and contact authorities with any information.
I thought that was gonna be worse. After all that waiting for, like, it's gonna be a massive sinkhole. Look at it, it's like, it didn't damage anything. Well, that was such a. I was like, oh, it's not so bad after all. After all that build-up, you're like, man, this sinkhole is gonna be massive. It's 1.9. It's gonna be bad. It's like a little. Take it back, sinkhole. Take it back. It's just an air pocket. You were very considerate and didn't do any damage. There's a car has been swallowed up. Oh no, it was Karen's car. Oh, nuts. Anyway, with that little anticlimactic finish, we'll continue on working over here next time in Cities Skylines 2, or Cities Skylines here in Suncrest Bay. And I will save our game here. We'll get to our in-screen theater. I will save and quit here on Suncrest Bay. It's okay. Karen deserved the sinkhole. she kind of deserved it. But anyway, thank you everyone for lurking and jumping in and chatting up. We got the H-Man, H6379 for saying the follow here on Twitch. Thank you for that very much. Also for QJ's jumping in and chatting up. Thank you very much for that. And we'll be for tomorrow. I'm not sure. I do want to continue with Railway Empire, but I want to freshen things up. I change things around. What I may do, since Mario Party 2 is kind of on a small hiatus a little bit, because of my friend Life of Link is in a life-changing altercation right now. Well, he's a bit of a real life circumstances of his future is basically affecting him to a certain degree. So Mario Party 2 may be hold off for a little bit. So to respect him and his changing of his future, we'll probably want to play that for a while. So I think, and technically speaking, I think tomorrow I will do the normal episode, the normal adventure of Luigi, continuing on his endless journey through normal levels of Mario Maker 2, and that'll be a YouTube recording stream that will not be multi-streamed at all. We'll do that tomorrow, and then Thursday will be. Oh yeah, don't you know it? Yes, I am finally here, back on the dock. We'll continue with that. So then Open Gesture will continue back on Thursday. Continuing on from we last left off with 31 of 50 states found. And we're going to continue on with finding more. Look forward to that as well. Then Friday will be Immortals Phoenix Rising. Continuing on from We Still Can. I'm trying to get that game as fast as possible. I will after we get the main game finished, I will take a break from Immortals Phoenix Rising. And for a little bit to focus on another project. And then we'll get back to the new God DLC on that one, because I know it's already passed up to almost 70 episodes right now, and we're getting very close to the end of Athena's region, and then it's all the way up to the King's Mountain, and then it's to the end game, really. So it's one major area, and I do want to feel a few more cleanup things. I do know where the Nike stuff we've been neglecting. There's a little bit of quest line for that. We need to find Nike. find 2 other locations. I do know where they are now, and I will find them next session, alongside the last of the constellation puzzles that we can do for a particular quest line that we've been following secretly through the entire game. And we'll finish up Athena's region. I think that's a big, hefty setup we got for for Friday. Saturday, not sure yet. I know Raiders is a new thing, and basically I think the whole setup worked out pretty well. And I've been working on that game for a little bit right now. Actually, I'm at the final level. I'm working on basically cleaning up all the rest of the stuff in that game right now, so we'll see how it goes from there. And so it might be Mario Kart, it might be Splatoon, it might be some, I don't know, we'll be playing on Saturday. Something fun, I hope. So that being said, thank you all again. And this time we're going to go out and raid somebody. We got a few people with us. I don't want to edit the stream info. I want to edit this. For those on YouTube, we're heading out to somewhere on Twitch, somewhere else to give them love they deserve. And then see we go from there. Let's give... Oh, the Junie Pat is still live. She is doing something with Yugogo Sushi Bar. We followed her about a week ago, and she's been very supportive of us following. I followed her and everything else. So basically, let's give her the love she always deserves. Until next time, everybody, you guys have a fantastic night. Take care, and I'll see you guys here tomorrow for a Twitch-only YouTube recording stream of continuation of Luigi's Endless Adventure tomorrow for another block, for the afternoon block on the channel, so look forward to that. So until then, see you guys around for that, and have a good night, everybody.